In last week's episode, I started the building process of my future shed, which will be home for my tools and storage for my fruits and vegetables in the future. I dug out a huge part of the needed area to make sure I create a steady base. By doing so, I removed almost 6 cubic meters of soil and also flattened down the surface as much as possible. One big chunk is left to take out, so give me a big "Go Iris" in the comments and let's get things moving. 150 I have to do tomorrow. Yay! It's another cold but sunny day, and it's the last day of digging. Woohoo! Well, at least digging the ground. Then I just have to dig 4 cubic meters of gravel in there. But okay, that's another story. So yeah, let's warm up. Let's keep going. So I'm not sure what makes me more proud, to see this entire area being finished and dug out, or let me show the other thing that I think is just crazy to look at. It is this huge pile of dirt. It's huge. I feel this looks even bigger than the part that I dug out somehow. Okay, and now I just have to put down 4 cubic meters of gravel. Phew! So it's for sure easier to put stuff in than take stuff out. Conclusion of the day. Do you like it? Alrighty, finished with this first layer. I'm gonna pick up my friend now, which has the plate compactor, and we're gonna tamp this first, I think it's like 5 centimeters layer down, and then I think I have at least the same amount as this to still put on top, and we're gonna tamp it down a second time. So this is like almost like a nice flooring already. And then I think I'm gonna start building the wooden framing for the concrete floor. So that's really the first time I'm doing it. Well, not really. I helped out a friend doing it, but doing it by myself, I've never done it, especially for a surface like this. We've done pillars, but this is a whole new experience. So I'm excited. I got the wood delivered. I got the steel reinforcement delivered also. So it's more so up to me to finish it all. And then next week, hopefully it works out that I get my load of concrete delivered. At least that I don't have to do by myself, because that would have been a crazy amount of work, just, you know, mixing the concretes. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up my friend and let's tamp this thingy down.
It would be better to put it upright though.
Yeah?
Normally.
Why is that?
Because now it's easier to bend through.
Ah.
If it's straight.
Yeah.
If the board is.
Eh?
So yeah, but we knew that corner was quite high.
Yeah, no, it's actually the other, yeah, so it's not high
It's 2 centimeters, not even.
Yeah.
So yeah, that corner is quite high.
First we thought also here a lot, but it's actually
Yeah,
in the
but compared to going there, it was still quite high here.
Yes. There it's the same. So a bit more on, like, it all goes a bit, not enough like this. Tiny bit, but yeah. Not bad, really not bad. For the first...
Are you gonna make the top of the concrete straight?
Yes.
Or are you gonna decline it a bit?
No. So I'll make sure that once I have the boards together... Now, how am I gonna do that?
Because if water falls on top, you want it to run off also, no?
Well, but it's not gonna fall on the... Because the shed is bigger than the... Well, the
shed is bigger than the concrete.
No. I said it wrong. The roof is bigger than the...
Okay.
So it maybe drops a bit off, but then I'm gonna seal it also on the bottom, so that should not be a problem that it falls onto the ground. So that's not a problem.
Okay. So now,
well,
but I have to say, you're sitting in the lower part.
Yeah.
So it's really
interesting.
There and there is high.
Yeah. But that's not a problem, because that's gonna be filled up with concrete.
Yeah.
So it's these parts basically are more important, where the boards are hanging on.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be, yeah. Well, you know what? Let's still do that. I mean, that's already plenty. I think when you put one down, I think.
Try it.
I mean, this is not tampered down now, so it's not like fully.
Oh, well, it won't drop too much.
Oh, go back.
Yeah, you can still have more, even
yeah,
when you
plus
tamper
to tamp it down.
even lower.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we didn't measure this side yet, like this, right?
No.
So that's actually good that we do it. See how it's like an optical illusion?
Yeah. But if you look at this, you're like,
yes,
yeah, of course,
I know.
Of course, yeah.
And then you look at that and you're like, what?
This was the only place where you were happy. Here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is on a bump there.
Yeah, right. But good
But
still.
it's not. So not hiring up here, just that corner and a little bit there. You're under the machine.
Yeah.
And not too much there, right? Maybe just
a centimeter maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Do you want to move the machine first, or how do you twist a little bit maybe?
Yeah. Okay.
And maybe then I can still do the center a bit more once I'm already at it. Doesn't matter.
The hole there. Yeah.
Why not? Alright, we're finished with the gravel layer. So there are 15 centimeters of gravel now, tamped down. So it's a really steady base and has the advantage that first of all, obviously, that the ground is even and compacted, because obviously soil is more movable than gravel is. So that's one advantage. And the other one is also humidity. So using gravel instead of soil, which has more chance to keep humidity inside. This makes sure as well that my concrete slab will be protected from water and humidity additionally. So 2 advantages of doing that extra work here, but it's worth it, I think. Now my plan was to start building the wooden formwork to put the concrete slab in, but as things never go to plan here, the concrete delivery will be slightly delayed. So I didn't want to start on doing the wooden formwork because of weather changes or rain, possible rain, and it getting, wet during the process and, losing its stability maybe a bit, because I don't have a fixed date yet when the concrete will be delivered. So I think that's gonna pause for a few days or maybe weeks. I don't know, but good news. There's still a lot to do on the farm. So I thought I might show you another cool project that I had planned anyways and it needs to be tackled pretty soon actually, because I got gifted some plants, as you could see, mostly berries around here, actually all berries. So that's a golden berry. I have some raspberry and some goji berry here, which I got gifted from a friend. So I thought about using this patch here for the plants, because again this is a free space, and if you remember it, this is the rosemary bush that I planted a few videos ago. I've already done a part over here, as you could see. I planted the raspberries and some wild strawberries over here. What I've done to create this patch right here, and I will replicate the exact same method to create the new patch, is first of all to flatten down all those weeds, which is just a huge carpet, but it's good. It gives good nutrients to the soil. And then I put down a layer of cardboard, and on that I put down the soil that I dug up, from my excavation action plan there. And then the last step was just to mulch it nicely with wood chips, and with the wood chipper I get a lot of those mimosa leaves as well in there, which is a nice cover for those babies in winter also. A nice warm blanket, if you could say so. And yes, I will do exactly the same process here. So flatten down the weeds, cardboard, soil, plants, mulch. Let's go! By the way, how great is it? I'm in a t-shirt. It's mid-December, almost Christmas. Unbelievable. Also, some of you said how great my soil is, and it's partly true. It's not bad in terms of, structure. Oh, it's kind of crumbly now. Well, let's put it this way. It's actually quite nice when it's wet, but when it's dry, as you can see, it's really lacking organic material and it looks like almost just like sand. So that's how it looks like basically all summer. And this is in the rainy season or in the winter season. So yes, there's still some need of improvement for the soil for sure. So adding, more of that stuff in there is kind of the solution, because otherwise I think the pH is too low at the moment. So putting more of that in will kind of, raise it back up, make it more, neutral. And yeah, but it's a journey, right? So far I can work with it, it's fine, but it's not as amazing as it looks sometimes. So I have the first layer of wood chips on the bed. Those are broken down wood chips that I've done, I think, 6 months ago. So they're already pretty good in their decomposition process, as you can see. And then I have fresh wood chips that I really just did. But I like them because they have all those mimosa leaves in between. And not only in terms of nitrogen content, but also, covering them really up nicely and giving a nice protective layer on top is a good idea in my opinion. So I will do that, just add a really small additional layer of that, and then I have, I think, a good protection for those plants. Alright, all done, as you can see. I hope you enjoyed this come along planting project, and yes, I really hope that they will all develop well. I mean, of course it's the winter season, so they will need time to develop their roots, but some of them I think should have some fruit in spring or summer already. So yeah, cross fingers, and I'll see you next time. Bye!